Oi, welcome to the TFU.
Oi! This is the Not So Grandstand podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. So,
Karibu.
Please?
Karibu.
Shout out Jeremy.
Yeah, shout out. Karibu.
That's Swahili.
Yeah, we Swahili over here.
We have a new
We speak
mandem.
Swahili.
New mandem in the house. Goes by the name of introduce yourself. Do a freestyle, young
Yo.
man. Do a young freestyle.
That probably hurt. So I'm doing.
Who you rapping? Where you from?
I don't know
Which
if-
ends?
are we- is that
you
a
belong
thing?
to the streets?
Nah, man, I
People
think we're
rapping
gonna do a
it?
freestyle for it.
Yeah, we all rap. You have to rap.
Mostly him.
Mess it
So
up
him.
yourself.
Yeah,
So it's not a thing.
basically, yeah.
Okay, so it's cool.
Do your own thing,
Yeah,
man.
so I'm a disgruntled Man United supporter. That's kind of my gig. I love it.
Nice.
I hold on to whatever joy I have in the form of Rashford, Pogba, Martial, and De Gea. Yeah,
Nice.
Hey,
good,
Lingard.
good to be.
Most of those guys are bombs, but you know.
Good to be here. I'm
Pogba
gonna
likes
ignore
bombs.
that. So
Of course I like
Okay,
bombs.
cool. So, today, guys, I was hyped. Okay, this week has been very interesting. I think, the title race in the Premier League is very exciting. Pep doing the things, and the question is, VAR.
Oh, I just had a thought. You know how in England, there's this. This is the standard worldwide. We know what this means. But in England, there's that.
Yeah, what
Do you
does it
think
mean?
that? No. Do you think it's the same as this? So do you think he did that on purpose? He knew. Do you think he knows? He was switched on. He was
Ah,
doing
he
this to
doesn't
the
know.
refs as well.
He's doing the
Nah.
he's doing the hand goals.
I don't
What's that video?
it's Pep, so I'm pretty sure someone pretty soon is gonna say he was signaling to his centre backs to pull wide and
Yeah, man.
and drop
You've seen
or something.
Yo.
Because Pep is great at everything.
The most tactical man in the
Guys,
world.
please
bro.
edit the clip in when Pep is like twice.
Did you guys see the pictures from the UEFA? I can't remember what it's called, but the little meeting they have with all
Oh
the top
yeah,
managers.
yeah.
And Pep's just glum the whole time.
Ah,
And Klopp, of course, is the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
He's there with his
Pep is-
teeth.
Yeah. Pep is barely. He didn't stay for long. The last one in, second one out, and he was just.
Speaking of staying for long, VAR has had a terrible start to the season.
That was one of the better segues that we got on this
I love
show. Well
it.
done.
VAR has been terrible this season. Is it gonna stay for long in the Prem?
You know what I
What do
think?
you guys think?
But there was a meeting like recently that they're like changes are coming where the only change that they're like one of the guys it's like they had some meeting thing with the
Yeah.
people and there's like VAR is here to stay and then the one change that they're making is instead of saying checking penalty it'll say checking penalty potential handball so VAR solved. There we go guys, we don't need to talk about it anymore.
Shout out
They
to
solved the
Klopp.
whole thing. Out of all of the discussions they made, that was the top of the list. That's what they changed.
I think,
You know.
at least are they still checking if toes are offside?
Bro,
Toenails, bro.
that is
Toenails.
the one.
Okay.
Okay, so just VAR sucked this season.
Salah was offside.
Doing a little bit. They're a bit like Norwich, like
That's why
Watford.
I'm confused. Like, why was he complaining about that shit when it just
On what?
you were just
Never mind.
Mo Salah was not upset.
So the point is, what does VAR have to do to
To get people
be
to
better.
work.
to
I don't really hear as many complaints in the other leagues,
Look,
so it could
Yeah,
be
yeah.
purely a Premier League implementation problem.
Yeah.
I think
Honestly, unless I'm wrong, you guys tell me.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some of
Because
that, but also I don't think
because
we're.
it's in Germany, Italy,
Yeah.
Spain. As
But
well,
I don't
right?
think it's just we're not quite in the. We're not into the Bundesliga,
Yeah.
so we don't
so-
know
not
about it
Bundes.
as much. But I mean, it definitely feels like there's less complaints from those guys
Yeah.
than the Premier League.
look, the grass is not always greener on the other side.
Wait, unless it's in the Bundesliga. Perfect.
Yo, in the Bundesliga is definitely greener.
or Leicester's pitch too.
Leicester's
'cause that
pitch.
shit
Oh, I
is
saw.
crazy.
Yeah, the Kidman is saucing on the pitch.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
does whatever he wants. on
No,
it.
but like guys, I think for me like with the VAR recently, I think like more goals have just been disallowed. A lot of goals have been disallowed, and it just takes the fun out of like the game. Like teams scoring. It takes dog. Imagine you score a goal and then
Which
it's
one?
scored offside.
Which
2
goal?
minutes later,
There was a really good goal that got cancelled. I can't remember which one it was.
Lots of
a
them.
lot of
Like
it.
there was
2
one that
minutes
was
later,
proper quality. I can't remember. what it
you
was.
understand? And then dog. Momentum is gone. Okay, so for me, I just think, look, VAR should be out. You understand?
Okay.
Because if anything, look, or I think it's been implemented earlier. or too soon. Let me put it like that, because
So out
there's
for
still
now.
a lot of issues that they need to face. and
I
sort
think
out
I saw
and
them say
whatever.
that's not happening enough.
I think players
They-
and managers
Uh-huh.
should be represented
Do you-
by someone.
Do you
so that
remember
they can
the
vote.
Do you remember the Armabat at the World Cup? The VAR
Yeah.
is VAR is bullshit.
He came right by the camera.
Yeah.
That made me so happy.
That was- that was
you see, that's
beautiful.
true.
Yeah.
You know?
Guys.
So I just think it should be raised, man.
I actually think they should keep it.
I don't mind VAR as well.
I think they've made correct decisions.
There's a few titles United would have won with VAR. So
Liverpool too.
yeah,
Last
man.
year.
Yeah, me too. Champions League goes goal, man.
That was a goal.
There's a 2009 offside from Drogba that I'll never forget. We lost the league by a point. They beat us at Old Trafford. Drogba's offside. If that doesn't get given,
Yeah, even me.
Also-
Barcelona
also-
Champions
we
League.
win the league by
had-
20.
When Gerrard slipped, he was fouled. He was definitely fouled.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I didn't want smoke. Anyway, let me keep saying what I'm saying.
I saw a trip as well from
I
himself.
don't want smoke. You guys.
Red card.
You know what I love about that
The
game? Sorry,
pitchman, yeah.
sorry, I'm gonna
Pitchman?
Yeah, there's the pitchman.
I'm
the
gonna-
grass was not
I'm gonna
cut
just
properly.
go off track here.
The
But you know what
pitchman.
I've always loved about that game? After Gerrard gives away a goal, he spends the rest of the game trying to get the winning shot from 30 yards.
Guys, we are please.
How beautiful is that?
You guys. I don't want smoke.
Now, can I say, he says he doesn't want smoke on camera, but behind the scene, Martial is a bum. He's a bum.
He's a bum.
So now you're on smoke, now on the camera, the focus.
Okay, I'll come for the smoke after.
Mm.
But now I'm saying VAR should stay because they've made a majority of decisions that are correct. It's
Yeah.
just the way that they've done it is wrong. Man, don't make me wait 3 minutes to tell me someone's toe.
Yes.
You know, if it takes you that long to make a decision, then
Then it's not clear and obvious.
yeah,
Do you,
yeah. Don't
do you
waste my
believe
time.
in luck?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
I think VR is trying to take away luck from football.
Yeah,
If you think about it, because
Yeah.
like, no matter how strong your team is or quality of players you have, it's been okay, not proven, but you see that in most of those title runs or whatever, usually teams have a bit of luck.
not me.
Mhm.
Ah,
Yeah, you guys, it's just pure quality.
Yeah, I just work, bro. I don't
So,
give up.
My
yeah.
my thing, right, with the thing about the thing. What I would like to
I
say.
hate Liverpool so much. You think?
My thing with the thing, right, is like,
With VAR.
yeah, it's like, you know, sometimes something happens, like a call goes against my team or a team I'm watching or whatever, and it's wrong, you know, or I feel bad about it. Sometimes in my heart somewhere, you know, there's a VAR will fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that looked offside. VAR's got it. You know what I'm not saying that like it's completely good or it's completely bad, but deep down I would like some sort of intervention when shit's just bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could tell this guy's offside, I want it to be like, yo, this guy's offside, let's not cheat. But I think that the way that they're doing it, it's shit, bro. Because we'll be watching a game and we'll
Yeah.
see a replay, and we could tell on that first replay, like,
Yeah.
okay, that was offside, okay, that was a handball, okay, this or that, that. They'll take 50 minutes to make the same decision, but they're professionals. You know what I'm saying? So they're just getting paid. Stop paying
Sometimes
them.
even
So-
giving out the wrong calls and all.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe the
Not
time.
even offside.
I think the time
No.
element is really a big issue.
Yeah.
Because remember, this thing is supposed to stop clear and obvious mistakes, right?
Yeah.
But it shouldn't take, because I don't know if you guys have also noticed, it's a byproduct of VAR, where we're now getting like 5 minutes of extra time.
Yeah, it's more
It's
consistently.
it's more
lots
extra
of
time because they're taking
Not
so
Ajax
long.
game, fam.
Yeah. The game after that, man, got 4 minutes in the first half.
They take 4 minutes of extra time, 5 minutes of extra time. That's crazy.
It's ridiculous to get 4 minutes of extra time in the first half when there were no stoppages,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
injuries.
The first half is supposed to be a lot smoother and
Yeah.
less stop start. So
And then the other concern I for you guys is with VAR, right? You know, like how I think a question should be brought up is like, when should a different phase be called? Because you know, like how
Yeah, it's
they-
hard to
Yeah,
so it's
that's a
like in a
good one.
secondary phase of
with
plays.
the McGoldrick goal that got
Yeah.
cancelled.
Yeah.
Chrissy Wilder was saying that was a bit confusing because you don't know which phase of play you're being pulled up for.
Yeah.
And
And it really was just.
And
I think that's the biggest example of clear and obvious failing to be identified. And if that's the case, just leave the goal. It was they couldn't tell where the offside is
Yeah.
or how the offside affects the play. So if it's that obvious, don't intervene.
but instead they'll bring it back and try to find someone's toe offside, even though that was in a different phase. of
Yeah.
play.
Exactly.
Interpreting that rule, that idea of theirs is really difficult. So
Yeah, the thing is with VR, and also the like rule changes with handball especially. All of this stuff is so confusing because like, let's just go to probably the main one from the
Trent.
weekend, the Trent penalty. I have no
First
idea.
or second one?
The first one. So I have no idea what that was given disallowed for because they don't explain it. So it hits Bernardo Silva's hand. That's a handball. Then it hits Trent's hand. That's a handball. Then they go and score. And then they look at it and then it's a goal. So it's just, I don't know why it's a goal. They need to say, okay, either it was too close to it changed direction, it was too close to him to react, to change it. He was trying to move it, it's in a natural position.
Out of curiosity, who thinks it was a pen?
I don't know because I don't know the handball rules right now or how VAR is supposed to work. Because
No,
the
I don't
first one was a
You think it's
handball.
a pen?
Fuck it, yeah.
I don't think it's a pin.
Okay, I don't think.
But
It's,
Bernardo
I don't-
Silva
I don't
handled
think.
the ball
I don't think it's
first.
a pen even if Bernardo doesn't touch it because
yeah.
a person sprinting and
Yeah.
stopping doesn't stop with their hands by their sides. So
Yeah, but
I
that's the
think
thing.
the current rule
Yes,
is
That's
the
the
current
current
rule.
rule.
Thank you,
The
thank you.
rule.
The
That's
That's
current
what
rule
you
uses hands in a natural position.
Thank you.
So-
That's why I'm saying.
I don't think Trent's hands were in a natural position.
It's
That's
not.
why
I don't think
It's not like his hand was here.
It's not
It was
natural
black.
position anymore. It's like silhouette.
silhouette. That's
It's
why.
not natural position.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah,
silhouette.
that's
I think.
why I
Yeah, they
believe the
changed the
people
rule and it
who
doesn't-
make the rules
Okay, so
who
sort
are
out-
up
so-
there are
So
people
sort out
who
the
don't play
handball
soccer.
rule.
Yeah. The handball rule.
Well,
is
Arsene
very-
Wenger's gonna save us all. So it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, we don't remember what he did with the fucking transfer window and how we're still fucked when the international people come and take our players and we
Oh
can't
yeah,
sign
because he's the one that
replacements.
always bitched about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he's the one, the reason, and then he dipped.
Wait,
he
guys,
made it up and then he
but
left.
guys, they all agree.
Yeah,
Wenger-
look. At
this
the
is
end
a
of the
big
day,
man. Wenger's
like
the man of the
13.
ideas.
I think 13 clubs said yes. 8 said no.
They agreed then.
I can't remember if United was. United said yes,
Yeah,
and are
all
now
the
terrible at transfers.
All the big clubs.
I've
said
been terrible at
So that's
transfers.
perfect.
all the big clubs said yes, and the small clubs that are like, no,
No,
'cause they
this doesn't
know.
work.
Yeah,
they
start-
can't do it.
First 4 games, they're like, yeah, I need to fix something.
Yeah.
Because also small clubs, it's harder to replace their players,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's easier for them to lose
Yeah.
their players because it's like it's like some people know, okay, we can't go for Maguire next season because he just got to United, whereas like people would go for him if he had just moved to a smaller club, so that stuff doesn't matter.
Because
as
look
much.
at Leicester. They wanted to. United dragged their feet for 3 months over Maguire. They get him in the first week of August, and now Leicester wanted to replace him.
Yeah.
They inquired about Nathan Ake, were given a crazy price.
Mm-hmm.
75.
Yeah,
million.
something
what's
like.
in Maguire?
So 85. Please give us 75. Solid business. So eventually they end up not buying anyone, and Soyuncu does work out. But in another circumstance, you have Wes
Yeah.
Morgan back in defense.
Nine
Yeah.
out of
In a
10
high line.
times.
Colo Toro is gonna come in for retirement.
Yeah, exactly.
Go,
They might have needed that.
Go,
if-
look, go, look, go, look.
I'll never forget Stevie G dancing to that.
It was so
Okay,
weird.
shout out
So-
to my captain.
But
I
yeah,
think
nice
that's
tangents.
The rub on VAR.
Yeah, I
Let's
want
just
to
give a-
put one more thing. Just if you're not gonna change the stuff, right? Put the little screen on the side, dog, like they did in the World Cup, so that at least
It
we have
is
someone to
there.
blame.
The screen
It's
is
there.
It's there,
Yeah,
but
The,
there
referee-
is certain
referees,
things.
the referees just aren't using it.
Yeah.
See, like that, right? Then I would say, okay, now we have someone to blame.
Mhm.
You know, now it's just VAR.
No,
we
the,
do
the
have someone
screen
to
is
blame.
there, and I think after the international break, you'll see it used a bit more. Just because.
The guy at
They-
the
they- the
meeting
referees-
that they held
Yeah,
said
the
they're not
referees
going
have
to use it.
really. No, because the referees have meetings. I know that much. And recently, one of the more recent meetings was VAR has to overturn penalties as well.
Mm.
And I think the week that happened, 2 penalties got overturned.
Shit.
So if they get told to start using the screens,
Yeah,
You'll
I
see more
hope
of
they
that.
do, but that's on the thing that they said we're not going to do that. But
oh, something about interrupting the flow of the game, right?
I don't
Like,
know.
Not like the 4 minutes they're stopping right now.
I don't know if it makes
does
any
it.
sense, but what
You know?
Yeah.
I think the problem also is that we blame VAR as a system and not the people in front of the screens.
Mhm.
Those guys
The
are the
people-
biggest problem.
The refs.
You know how they have a VAR ref?
It's a video assistant
Yeah.
referee.
Yeah, so this is the videos. The videos aren't at fault. It's the guy who's looking at them for 3-4 minutes
Mm.
and failing to make a decision. I think that's the guy.
The
who
guy
should be
drawing the
there.
lines, boy.
Yeah, and then
The guy could
drawing
prob-
crooked lines.
I
just
feel
to fit
like
their agenda.
those
That guy
guys-
could probably barely use a touch phone and he's operating.
Bruh.
VAR.
No. The thing is, those guys are chilling in some room somewhere.
Yeah.
They need to be in the stadium, like by that screen, so we can see them doing that. Because then that's under pressure. Then they feel the
Yeah.
pressure to actually make the decision. Then they're just like,
These men
Well,
are.
I assume there's still pressure in the sense that their performance reviews now include how they handle the VAR room.
yeah, but it's still you're just in some.
We're just gonna feel
room
pain
somewhere.
for a season, and then they'll get reprimanded at the end of it.
It's like what happens when Martin Atkinson decides to put Firmino offside.
Just use a different ref.
I hate
You
him.
hate this guy for
Yeah,
no
so
reason.
this guy always finds something to do. Firmino, he puts the line on side. Let me move it his arm.
Yeah,
kick.
yeah.
It's like-
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, at some
But
point
he
it's
can
the-
score with his armpits. No.
It wasn't lined with his armpit. That's shoulder.
Yeah. So
But
imagine
he can
So-
score with this
if
part of
he-
his body.
So they
it's
moved it.
fine.
No, they moved it. It's in line with here. It's just that the line has
Yeah,
to
I
go.
know,
The line
okay,
can't
but-
go around and then go
I'm
there.
just saying.
It's not
So
straight.
a
The
man's
lines
gonna
are
lift the
dodged.
ball and then boom, shoulder it in.
Facts. Facts.
He can do that.
You're allowed to
technically. He's
shoulder
allowed
it in.
to
So
do
the
it.
point is, Liverpool fans were bitching over pretty much nothing there because
No,
you
no,
have
no,
to
no,
line
no.
it up to the
Look,
farthest
Liverpool
part
fans-
that you can
No,
score
they have
with.
the right. You know why? That goal was a really good goal.
So what?
All I'm saying is,
They're disallowing goals. VR sucks. Get out.
all
man.
I'm saying is, it's not VAR's fault.
Yeah,
It's
it's
VR.
the implementation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the referees. I
But
feel
I also
like
don't think they trust Martin Atkinson to do the lines.
those old guys must never do lines.
There's like 5 of them, bruh.
I heard-
There's 5
I
of them.
heard
How
interest-
can none of them call
Interestingly
goal
enough,
line?
I heard Paul Tierney was the VAR ref for this weekend, and he supports Liverpool.
That's actually a lie.
Do with that what you must.
That's a lie. I know what people are referring to. There's one Paul Tierney, and there's another one who's a ref.
Of
It's
course.
like Mike Dean,
Of course.
who's
Of
a
course.
music producer who works with Kanye West in them, and there's another one who's a referee. And
It's
Arsenal,
obviously the same person.
Arsenal fans always go find the music producer.
No, Mike Dean, the producer, is obviously also a Premier League referee. We know this.
No, I feel like Mike Dean, the Premier League referee, is actually also a producer.
Yeah, 100%.
He looks like he could be a producer.
He's-
So
He
he's-
makes like techno music.
Wait, I also just wanted to say, dog, I'm not sure how true this is, but I think I brought it up before, is like they say the technology for the lines can only be accurate to like 30 millimeters, 30 centimeters,
Yeah,
something like that.
something like
So
that.
my thing is, if the lines are that
30
close, like we
millimeters.
saw with Sheffield or like even
Yeah.
with you guys, right?
Yeah.
How can you make an accurate decision in
Yeah.
that case?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then what do you do, dog? Just leave it.
That's also.
I feel like we
I
gotta
agree
do
with
the
that.
rule where it's, you know, the whole, like with the goal, the whole ball has to be over the line. The whole line has to be over the line.
Yeah, facts.
Then-
Facts. The
Yeah.
lines
No
have to have
partial
like a
offside,
30
basically.
Yeah, dog.
Yes,
Like,
because I
yeah.
mean, if it's that close, how did you guys get the exact frame where he touched the ball and where it left his foot?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now Lansham has a big foot. Sorry, must punish him for
If,
it.
he,
dog.
if he's half a size smaller, he's scoring.
Bruh.
So it's, I feel like, you know, the line's got to be over the line for it to be offsides.
Yeah.
Amen.
The line must be over the line.
But-
Don't do lines, kids.
A bit of a diversion, but do we like Sheffield?
United.
They
we
love it.
them.
Love it.
All right, cool.
You guys blame them sometimes.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
probably
next
I
week.
cannot
three
wait.
running them next weekend.
Yo, big facts.
By the way, I was just about to say, when you said that man's name, the guy who scored, that's the first time his name has been said correctly on this channel.
McGoldrick.
McGoldrick.
I said that it was
think
McGoldrick,
it-
Bridge, Brick.
Yeah, you
one
know,
of
like
those ones. I
McGoldrick
said all
Bridge.
four
He's
of them,
a gold
something
something.
like
He's a
that.
gold something.
So he was in there. He was in there.
So not a bad debut so far.
Interestingly enough, he's from Southampton's academy.
Oh,
yeah.
that's what I'm
Okay,
just
so
kind of
just to
away.
quickly wrap up, what do you think should happen to
Out.
VAR in a couple? So out forever, out forever, out for like
Come
this.
there.
Oh wait.
Forever, boy.
So Spoos VAR out forever. Doom.
Keep it better implementation.
Agreed.
Ish. I feel like they need a lot of improvements. So I mean, I say,
Because when United's back, we're gonna be using VR all the way. So
Those
I-
penalties, buddy.
I say-
Those
I feel
penalties,
like-
penalties, bro.
I feel like we put it in, we can't take it out, because then it's gonna be like, then we're gonna get a taste of the old days, and it's just gonna be nicer.
and remember that linesmen can be quite shit.
Yeah. So I feel like it's just make big improvements and make big improvements fast, but it is fine. But change things a lot.
So fix it, Premier League.
Yeah, basically put a chip in every player's boot, just to make sure if.
Yeah, it's the
outside,
tip
you know
of the
what I'm
boot
saying?
and like in
Exactly.
their armpits.
It's not like the Premier League doesn't have enough money for that.
Exactly, exactly. They're just very miserly, disgusting people.
And thank you. That's
Thank
enough
you.
on this topic.
Let's do the clink.
VAR.
Clink. Clink. And we're back. Valentino has a cup also. Speaking of cups, that was a terrible segment. I don't know where I was gonna go.
It
with
wasn't
that.
even a terrible. It was
I
the
was-
terrible
It
segment.
was,
No,
That was
that
the
was
terrible
the
segment.
terrible one.
at least I tried. Okay, so Goal.com dropped their top 50 list, whatever you know. They honoring great men. Virgil van Dijk won, number 1 for
Big
the player.
Verge.
Number 2 was Lionel Messi. Number 3, Mo Salah. Number 4, I think is when we had Ronaldo, and in 5th place we had Sadio Mane.
Sadio.
The most important thing to note here is Cristiano Ronaldo did not make the top 3. Last year's Ballon d'Or, I mean FIFA is the best whatever. Messi did not make the top 3. Now, and Ronaldo's also been hooked twice in recent games.
In the last 2 games.
Yeah, the last 2 games he's been
Both times.
hooked. Man get mad, man walk out the stadium, he even leaves before the game's done. Question here is, are the man in decline?
No, he's not in decline.
I can't speak for Ronaldo, but Messi isn't in decline.
I'm gonna
And I say that wearing a Juventus t-shirt because Juventus at this time had Pogba. So don't come in.
And a much better badge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't a J. So
That Jay's fire though. Let's not lie. I like
it's
it.
not the worst.
but it's not Juventus.
Yeah,
True.
this
J-
This is a
Juventus.
badge.
This is Juventus.
This is a badge. That's a good J.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
like
that's
to
a
say
great
that
It's
I
a bit
think
hipster.
it's a bit disrespectful to kind of say that Ronaldo or Messi are declining. I think for football, you know, it's one of those people that I don't think will get to experience.
But aren't people allowed to decline?
No, people are allowed to decline,
So we're not allowed to say they're declining?
but don't forget, we are of this earth.
And
Ronaldo
Like the
and
trees and the
Messi,
birds.
like the trees and the birds.
Ronaldo and Messi are not of this earth.
Ronaldo and Messi are
So
not
they're
of this
above
earth.
they're above reproach.
You know, who's not from this earth.
Yeah.
Who's reproach? Who does he
No,
play
please
for?
don't mention that.
I'm gonna mention
So yeah, I think.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare mention a Liverpool player.
Yeah, you think?
So yeah, I think it's a kind of a you see it, but you don't.
Okay, wait, I'm just
Yeah.
pulling up Ronaldo's
So you think they
stats
are
here.
declining? You see it,
No.
but you don't bring it up.
No.
Okay,
It's
blink,
not
blink twice if they're declining.
No.
Blink once if they're not.
I'm blinking, baby.
This man will blink all the time. Before you go into the stats, I just want to say something there. There was a time when Ronaldo was still at Real Madrid, and he had a shit season in the beginning. I don't know if you guys remember that. He was
Yes.
playing cock, big cock.
Yeah, yeah.
Ne? And he
Big
did it
boy
for
cock.
almost 2 seasons in a row, but one season he was really cock. Ne?
Yeah.
And he just like shot off
Like
mid-season
around
somewhere there.
December-ish.
Yeah, he just like pooped
Yo,
it, and
that
he
was
fucked everybody.
crazy.
And he was Messi. I remember was so ahead of in the goal scoring shits, and this man was scoring hat trick on hat trick on hat trick every game. Now you all tell me right now Ronaldo can't do that again this season, ne? And then I'll tell you if he's in decline.
Okay, well,
Ronaldo
last
cannot
season-
do that again.
Last season he
Look.
barely hit 20.
Look, fam.
And I know that's crazy to say a player that only has 21 goals is in decline. But this is a man who once hit 50 in a season in the league only.
guys.
So when you consider that,
50 goals.
yeah,
That's what
Cristiano
I'm saying,
Cristiano did 48 in the league in 14-15. That's ridiculous, right? So this is a man that
Did
once
you win the Ballon d'Or then?
I don't care. I don't know.
So you know it's
It's a
big.
popular,
If he didn't
it's a
win
pop,
it-
it's a popularity
I think he did
contest.
50.
So
Yeah,
I don't follow it.
They just robbed him.
Yeah, he did spook.
He probably did. I don't know.
3 years in a row, like
Yeah.
16, 17, 18, so.
This was 14-15. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he got 48 goals.
What was that? No,
In
that
thir-
wasn't the season Messi got like 92.
No,
or
that
whatever.
was like way back.
That
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 was
3 years
like
before
12,
that.
13 or
Yeah.
11, 12.
11, 12.
Messi.
So yeah, this is a man who could hit 40 to 50 goals a year. For him to now hit 20, I think it says enough.
I'm gonna say.
No, it's still brilliant to hit 20 goals.
Yeah.
It's just bringing. I think they're just coming to human levels. That's what I would say.
I'd say Ronaldo is not in decline. Messi, I have nothing to say because Messi just kills
He al-
everything.
He also absolutely destroyed your team, like less than 6 months
He
ago.
didn't absolutely destroy my team. He played well.
He
kinda
absolutely
cheated,
destroyed
he
our
lied.
team.
He also didn't
And he
actually
scored a
score
free kick.
He just played well and got past Fred. who
Yeah,
was
he scored
also-
against your team
And
3
Young.
times.
Yeah.
And
Free
Young.
kick.
And
Whether you beat them or not,
Jones
weird
and
ass.
whatever happened
Yeah,
after that,
so
no one
it's-
really remembers. But they beat your team.
This man scored
The
a
Messi.
crazy rebound. He was bouncing off everything. Bang, 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 bang.
Crossbar.
Then he
So
scored.
it still counts a full goal.
But then for me, that doesn't show me that this is a brilliant player. When he scores the free kick, it's great. Even though to win the free kick, he punched my guy in the head and then fell on the ground and pretended he was hurt.
Are Liverpool complaining about unjust tackle?
No, I don't make unjust tackles at all. So I don't know what you're referring to. I'm not
Because Daniel James has a few hits to say otherwise.
those ones are funny.
You know what else? You know what was funny?
Oh,
You know what was funny?
I'm talking about Ronaldo.
You know what was funny?
Anyway, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Remember the time Salah went for a dive with Sergio Ramos and he accidentally dislocated his shoulder trying to dive?
It's okay.
That
He
was
didn't
funny.
dive. I don't know what you guys. Ish.
You remember when Karius dove into Ramos' elbow?
That was hilarious. Peak comedy. Peak comedy.
Banter.
Everybody
Remember,
got jokes
yes,
now.
you guys remember when Liverpool won the league?
Which one? The 14-15?
Oh yeah,
The one
guys.
that Gerard won?
One was
Yeah, okay, yeah. That was my favorite one. They were so good then.
Yeah,
Anyway, Cristiano Ronaldo.
We can't tell these jokes. We're not going to be able to tell these jokes in like 7
yeah,
months.
soon we
so
just gotta get them all out.
we'll have to.
Yeah.
So
Guys.
this is our way
No,
of
it's
telling
just
you that.
laughing, man. You know that's my.
I know. You.
This is our way of saying as soon as Liverpool win the league, we will just stop
At
talking
least
about
you
football.
admitted it.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Let's just all stop. Or I've thought about this for a while. Right? Let's just when they win it, let's just all not discuss it.
Yeah.
Like, let's just-
So,
No, I'm
so,
coming to the show with
so if Dama comes on the podcast says they won the league, we go.
Anyway, so Euro 2020 is coming up. You see? Can you see where I'm going with this?
You know the thing is.
I
Liverpool
really
players will be
think
there.
we should just all pretend it doesn't happen.
It's like now I could just be saying European champion Trent Alexander-Arnold.
That's the thing. I've tried to do that with the Champions League. I've tried to
We
just
did
not
it with
talk about
Pogba and it wasn't allowed. So.
Yes,
Ah.
Dama, you were saying that
Anyway,
you're gonna be
Messi and
speaking
Ronaldo
about
are slipping.
European champions and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of like European champions and Messi and Ronaldo declining, in the top 5 players in the
Yeah.
prestigious
Go
spreadsheet,
for- go
there was 3 United guys. I mean,
Liverpool?
guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then in the Ballon d'Or nominations, how many Liverpool guys?
7.
And those 7 are even not including Robertson, not including Fabinho. Fabinho is.
Firmino, was he there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he was. He had to be there. No way he was missing
So-
out.
Anyway, I don't know where we are. I don't even know.
Missing out Lovren,
Messi.
crazy.
Yeah, how could Lovren not injustice?
Okay, but yeah.
Okay.
Messi and Ronaldo.
Messi kills everything. I don't think I could say that guy's in decline. He's not scoring 91 goals, but he is scoring hat tricks and 2 free kicks. And he might be slowing down, but it's not to a point where anybody's concerned. He's still carrying that entire Barcelona team.
It's not like
Yeah.
Wayne. It's not like Wayne Rooney's decline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's,
That was aggressive.
it's
Yeah.
they could still sustain it. This
Yeah.
plan of theirs, just letting Messi carry the whole team for another 3
I
years.
don't think Juventus can do that though.
Yeah.
I think the Juventus team suffers a little because they have to play Ronaldo.
I think they suffer because
Madrid-
their manager has big balls.
I feel like Madrid could do it because Benzema is like a complete forward.
Yeah.
So Ronaldo could like do some lazy work and Benzema picks up the
That's
slack.
that was one thing I think that Ronaldo's missing.
Yeah.
He's been
So
playing-
Dybala's really not trying to do that for anyone.
I actually don't think.
He-
Okay, he had to change his whole style of play because he's in a new team. He's dropping deeper. He's creating more chances.
Yeah.
He's getting on the ball more, which, by my
So should we judge the performances differently?
yeah, I think he's still killing it,
Yeah.
but he's just not giving us the numbers. And since we've judged him to be a numbers guy, or we know him to be a numbers guy, it's like, man, get this guy off the field.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
And
that.
hasn't he created like the most chances in the team?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
created the most chances for Juventus this season.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to say he's in decline. I think he's just playing in a different team and he's
You know.
in a different role.
You know who else is creating chances?
Martial.
Dan James also.
He created 6 chances in the weekend.
Yeah, it was
Two-
cute.
Guys, Martial.
Times.
2 assists.
Bit of a bum, but
6 times.
2 assists.
I feel like you two together is a bit too much, hey?
Also, what do you
I mean,
mean?
we're
I
talking
like
about
it.
Messi and
I like
Ronaldo.
it. I
What
like
do you
it. I like it.
He likes it because when
I'm really-
Yeah,
I really-
he's worse. He's
I
worse.
really will not
He's
talk about that team in red
Yo,
in
I'm
Manchester.
happy.
One time, okay, no, one time we need to just have a special. Whereas a YouTube versus him and Julius.
Top
Top and I
Is
just
it a
sit in the
United?
middle and
Is
watch.
it United Chelsea?
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
They're worse than
I don't
us.
think
We
that's.
speak
I don't think
bad.
that's fair because we've given them like 6 goals. So we might as well just kill it.
Yeah.
Okay,
How many
anyway.
chances did Marcel create again? 6.
Messi and Ronaldo.
Anyways, yes.
For me,
Okay.
For me, they're like a little level below Marshall, but they're getting there.
No, but it's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, so Marshall, Messi, Rashford,
But real shit, Marcel, Lacazette.
yeah, that's a real. That
I'm
is
saying
real
it.
fact.
I'm saying it.
That's big fact.
What can you do?
That's like Marshall. 2 hours later, like I said.
Yeah.
That's how that is actually.
Those 3, did you see that stat where it's like Pepe, Lacazette, Aubameyang, less goal involvements than
Martial and
Rashford?
Rashford,
Yeah,
yeah.
just the 2 of them.
That's real talk.
That's 2 versus 3.
That's real talk.
Oof.
I can also bring my 2 versus 3, but you don't want to go there.
We really don't need to talk about Liverpool.
Yeah.
We never.
Yeah.
It's like, dog.
Perennially,
It's gonna be
you
a
guys are good at
Liverpool United
football.
podcast
Whatever.
This
every
is supposed
time
to
now.
be Messi and Ronaldo, not Martial.
Okay.
Okay, let me take it back.
I'm done.
Messi and
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
do that.
All
Messi
Marshall
and
talk is
Ronaldo.
done for the day. Marshall
So-
FC.
For me, Messi and Ronaldo, both a little bit of a decline because they're getting older, but it's not like a bad thing. It's because the teams around them have also declined, so they're both very privileged
That's a good point.
with the teams that they got around
Yeah.
in their prime. So both of their primes were in front of world-class players. During Messi's prime, Xavi, Iniesta, all these
Question.
guys feeding him
Also,
everything.
When
and
are
Ronaldo,
we saying
Modric,
Messi's prime
Benzema.
was?
Well, it has to be the one season where he scored 90-something goals.
I
So
think
I
would that
kind of
not
feel
be
like
his
his prime like ended last year.
I think Messi's prime
It started like in 2011.
His prime it was just like, okay, youngster prime.
Yeah, he's been in his prime like his whole career.
And then like he might just be in a little bit of a boop. We don't really know.
Still
But
better
he's
than
there
like,
somewhere.
still
Yeah.
better than like every player. in the
Everybody
world.
else, yeah.
Messi's prime, his whole career has
Except
been
Ronaldo.
prime.
Right?
Yeah, but
I think it's ridiculous, man. Like,
also
what a player.
Ronaldo, he's gonna have to decline sometime. They're both gonna have to decline sometime. Ronaldo's 34. People
But-
are retiring at that age.
Zlatan.
I was just about to say, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, no. There's
has
definitely
had no
some
decline.
people.
He's a
There's-
bit of a.
He's had no. What do you mean, man?
No. The thing is,
He couldn't
goes-
hit 20 in the Premier League.
He
Yeah,
was
but
injured.
the
He was
game,
going to hit 20.
No,
and then
he
got
wasn't.
his performances.
He got 16 and he got 16 at the beginning of April, and he had missed I think 20 big chances.
Yeah, but his
So-
performances were great. It's not
Yeah,
like he was doing.
he was scary.
Would you
He
say
was the big man in the community.
Would you say Zlatan's performances were great or his talk was great?
His talk is always
I definitely think that he declined a little bit.
Yeah.
In that last season, the last like little bit that he was with us, and I know that the injury was, an injury, but still, bruh, he
Yeah,
was
I honestly
dropping off
I
a little
honestly
bit.
feel like the Zlatan United got was not as good as the ones PSG had in there.
Yeah, don't forget, he was also
It is-
playing with Rooney, bro.
Also,
Rooney was
what's wrong
benched
with
for the
Rooney?
most part of
PSG
that.
had a better team.
Yeah, different. It's a different
like
team, a
different
different state, and
different
Zlatan
people.
did come in and like
And
help
look,
the club
look,
a lot.
Yeah,
Pepe,
it was
and I mean
no
also
readjustment. He
just
just
for the
came
for
and
the
just-
record,
No facts.
for the record, Pepe scored 20 goals in League One, so
Yeah, but
maybe
like,
let's not rate League One that highly.
No, but he had to like adjust, and he's still adjusting. Zlatan just came through, and now
I'm on
he's
the
gone to the MLS,
We can have a
He's
United
gonna go
podcast.
back to somewhere.
AC Milan or something.
He's gonna go to AC Milan, score 12 goals, and
Yeah, I'm going to be
Yeah.
very impressed.
I'm gonna be there with him.
Ronaldo's got 16. How many? 18.
oh Ronaldo,
Yeah.
21,
Last season,
22,
21.
22,
22.
same as Mo Salah.
22 to.
I use it. I know because I use it as an argument to say Mo Salah is up there.
So
Mo Salah in his bad seasons.
I really need to get over this hating Liverpool thing because they're at the forefront of football, so I'll have to get used to talking about them, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. I don't want to talk about Liverpool.
Nobody does. Anyways, moving on.
you guys
In my
also don't
opinion-
talk about United, right?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
For
Okay.
I'm
now.
okay.
It's okay, buddy. They won't-
If you've noticed, I haven't spoken about United
They just spoke
You know what I
about
haven't
Just
spoken
Martial.
about today?
Chelsea.
Talking a good boy today.
because it's
This guy's
my
been a really good boy.
Yes, right?
Cause
Julius and Michael on here.
Yeah.
It's not even about that.
Dan James can't beat Reece James. Like what?
What?
No cap. Dan did say that Reece was his biggest thing. Did you guys see that Instagram
Yeah.
that he had? Yeah, Reece was his biggest.
Test.
Yeah, type
Because
shit.
Reece James really did well in the championship
Championship,
last
yeah.
year. He killed it at Wigan.
Yeah. Plus he's big, strong, as fast.
He's a quite a
Keeps you
unit.
busy. Keeps you busy.
Solid unit.
He's no Wan Bissaka, but he's
Definitely not.
So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think
About
Ronaldo is declining?
yes, but not as dramatic as people will make it seem.
Yeah, I was actually expecting everybody to say that he was in decline because of the lack of the numbers. But my preparation, therefore, is prepared for everybody. Says that
He's in decline. He's shit. He's terrible.
How
He's
dare you
Rosell.
say that? And that's why. But what I was gonna say is, really, aren't we all in decline from birth? And that's where we end the show for
Yes,
you.
yes, that's true. That's true. Because to live is to die.
There
and
we
to
go.
Suffer.
There we go.
Rooney wasn't in
Yeah.
decline at 16.
Thank you, DMX.
Rooney was Rooney was a grown man in the peak at 16.
Yo, thanks.
The gangster rap universe.
So thanks to you, DMX, for that
I
little
swear,
segment.
I
And
swear.
to survive is to find meaning within the suffering.
Okay, but no, guys. I think on a serious note, Ronaldo is not declining that much. It's just like, as the guy said,
It's a bit dramatic.
I used to him like
Yeah.
being a numbers guy.
And both of them, since their teams are worse, have to drop deeper to create more goals,
Exactly.
which
Yeah.
means
And
they
I mean-
themselves score less goals.
And I mean, if Messi's decline is him scoring a hat trick in the first leg of a Champions League semi-final,
that's not that bad.
it could be a lot worse.
That being said, to segue.
No offense. I really didn't mean that as
I'm
shade to
not
them.
offended. I'm just saying.
But I'm
It's
just
okay.
saying, if that's a decline,
Oh,
I hope every player that plays for my team declines like that.
He scored a hat trick.
Yeah.
I only remember one shitty goal and a free kick.
Did he score on 2? I thought he got 3.
I don't know.
I really feel like Messi,
Messi
scored a
scores
hat
a lot. He's not.
trick. I really feel like it was 3-0 and he scored all
Didn't he
3.
score a hat-trick?
Yeah.
No, it was Suarez.
Suarez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay, yeah.
He did not score a hat
But
trick.
yeah, also since they're getting old, people old with back problems and also have to carry their teams a lot more. So do you think
That's
gonna
not. That's
be-
not. Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard Valverde's tactic is just ask Messi.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
You can
Messi's
tell
tactic
too.
is just tell Valverde, you know? I feel like he walked in on this and it was just like, you, listen
like
to
he
me.
set up the cones and everything.
Yeah.
And Messi set them up the way he wants to, and just dribbled
No,
through
Messi
it.
didn't set them
Dribbled
up. He
all
told him.
22
No, this is
people.
he told him how to do it.
This is how you do it. Are you watching? Are you watching?
I really hope Lionel Messi tries cocaine one time in his life. It looks like he deserves a good time.
Yes, and then therefore he will be worshipped in Argentina.
He really
You have
doesn't.
to do cocaine.
He really
to be
always looks
worshipped
like
in
he's
Argentina.
got a whole continent on his back. When he
Yeah.
plays. He never looks like he has fun.
Yeah, it looks like he's
Yeah, he's
too much
depressed,
stress,
man.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays where there's no like Ronaldo, there's like there's no competing. with
He's
Ronaldo.
kind of just
He's
killing it.
lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it really quick after Ronaldo left. It didn't take
Yeah.
time. Usually people like he'll be
yeah,
retired.
yeah,
He'll be like
yeah.
50 in an interview. I was like,
He
yeah, it was
didn't,
sad
right?
when Ronaldo left the competitiveness. When
was like
Ronaldo
two-
left, he's like, yo.
Yeah, well, in preseason he was like, I already hate Spain because I know Ronaldo's not
Later.
coming back.
He's like, hey, yo, Arsenal. Oh, that's my favorite transfer story of the decade.
Which
Now
is-
that the decade is closing out,
Your favorite transfer story is?
Lionel Messi threatening to leave to join Arsenal and then following Chelsea on the gram.
On that note, we will
Go follow Chelsea on the gram and
Go
follow
follow-
the FU on the gram.
Also, Twitter and subscribe.
Guaranteed to get you a 5-year contract with a bumper salary wherever you work.
Speaking of 5-year contract, Sancho 2020.
Uh,
I love it. I love it.
Sancho 2020 to someone.
No, to Manchester United.
tonight.
No, if you can get ahead of Dan James,
You
yeah.
need to watch.
Rashford's out.
Oh.
Dan plays on the left, Sancho plays on the right.
Rashford is never going anywhere.
Rashford needs that, you know.
Oh.
Rashford is the darling.
competition.
Rashford is
How
the
did you
darling
please-
of United.
Peace.
He will
Out,
never
out.
go anywhere.
Martial is the darling of United. Out.